Hello, family. This is our trip to Switzerland, which we're compiled a video for, and we're gonna give you an intro. This is day one in Geneva. Ready, set, go. First day started off at Geneva Airport when Ma's luggage went missing. This was bad because Mama was in a bad mood the first 2 days. Then we went on a tour with the local tour guide that was free, but we gave him a 10 Swiss franc tip. He took us to many museums and historical land sites nearby, such as the statue that's being shown right now. So we visited a university in Geneva, and across that there were statues all over, and they emphasized the importance of education in Europe. Then we went slightly above ground level and saw the world's longest bench. Ma actually got to sit on this. Then we went to the city council in Geneva, which was also slightly at an elevation. As you can see, we're going up right now. Beside the city council, there was a tiny museum where there was a miniature version of Geneva from 1800. This museum looked very beautiful on the outside, and you can see we're standing outside right now with the other tourists. Then we visited a church that was also unusual for us. After that, we went outside and visited the fountain, which is the second largest fountain in the world. There was a boat ride that was included in our Swiss pass that we took back.
After that, we just prepared to go on to our next city, which was Interlaken, and that was gone by train. As you can see, the journey was long and lonely for Ma, apparently.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are entering the station.
So now we've arrived in Interlaken. Really beautiful place. First thing we do when we get there, go outside and take a bunch of photos. And smile. There we go. I don't even know what that is, but it's in front of the casino, and it's something Indian. This is actually the place where we took my favorite family photo by far. It looks really nice, in my opinion. The rest of the day we just spent walking and waiting to go paragliding, which was probably the coolest thing we've done in our entire life. And I'm just gonna leave us to explain that.
Give me my purse.
What?
I take you behind the back.
Do you want to say something to Montpa?
When I came back,
I'm talking for paragliding.
It's still going.
For the last part, we go more action. We go like wow, if you like, okay? And if you feel good. Then landing in this big park and walking back to the base where we seen everything. You tell me later what you feel. I will point it at you.
You all ready?
I am ready to you.
So he starts talking a lot of weird stuff, but the video is really cool, and we also got a 360 video, which I'll show right now. And then we took a boat ride. That was Mama's idea. Most of us fell asleep, so I'm just gonna fast forward like a lot of it. Actually, I'm gonna fast forward all of it because you can see Paul actually falling asleep. But after that, we went up to Harder Culm, which is the highest place in Interlaken.
Sorry.
So now we're at the top of Interlaken at 4,337 feet above the ground. It's pretty high, but we're gonna go higher. I'm just gonna fast forward some of these sceneries, but you get the picture.
I think people know where we're standing from.
I think this was the most Swiss thing that ever happened throughout the entire trip. We had some more Swiss instruments, and everybody was so interested. And obviously the old pair began taking photos with other people. And if you think this isn't Swiss enough, then just wait. My sister went up and tried to take a photo, and I think she got one. Anyways, as you can see, my mom is in sandals, ready for a hike. As we kept going higher, we didn't go too high, but this was the view on the top.
gliding spot.
She went too. So our gliding spot was right about there at 5,250 feet above the ground. So now we're in Luzerne. You can see that in the background too. We went on a boat and Sipa is having fun. We went grocery shopping throughout the trip just because it's economical and we wanted to eat the local, I guess. I try to get the most local products possible. I think everyone did actually.
गोल्ड पे जाना है ये जाएंगे हम अभी हैं तो
अभी हम रिव्यू ये
यहाँ से भी किधर जाएंगे हम
अभी तो चेंज कर जाएंगे अब उधर तक गए नहीं यहाँ जाना
ठीक है, वो थोड़ा सा एक स्टेशन आगे था। इधर से हम किधर जाएंगे?
नो स्टफ इन Tammy
रेस्टोरेंट है बट नॉट एज डेवलप्ड एज दिस वन।
I'm stuck in the gully
So we moved on to Zurich.
नहीं छोटी गली के अंदर से जाना नहीं ये लोग पुराना शहर है
We ended up only doing one thing in Zurich. That was leaving Zurich. We didn't really stay for that long. On to Lauterbrunnen. This was probably the most fun that we had the entire trip. It was also a bit different because it was foggy and cloudy most of the day. Anyways, you can enjoy this waterfall. Will I think of anything else to say about this?
Let's go different way, Tamu.
Okay.
ओए हम चारों की
क्या खींच रही है
इधर आओ इधर आओ इधर आओ, यहाँ से बुलाओ। एक और भी बताओ इधर आओ।
वो भी है फॉल
So I'm just gonna let this whole part of Marin play on its own, just because it's interesting on its own. Let's go. Oh, by the way, this rope my sister's struggling on is 8,635 feet above the ground.
आप लोग
कल वो यही नहीं कह रहा था हिंदी को कोई चीज अलग ले जाना।
Just go, Pa.
ओ नहीं भाई
Pa.
नहीं
नहीं आप नहीं कर रहे
हैं?
Why?
अगर मैं बीच में गिर गया तो उठा भी नहीं सकोगे आप।
It's right here. It's not gonna. You're not gonna fall anywhere. Mama भी.
या अल्लाह खैर। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। ओ ठहर ठहर तुम बीच में गुजर जाओ फिर आना। इतने वेट के लिए नहीं डिजाइन ना।
किसने कहा है
तुम एक
चलो चलो
एक बंदा एक टाइम पे आए।
It's fine. It's fine.
तुम क्या कर रही हो? माय गॉड आज भी ठंडे हो गए। ओ मेरे अल्लाह नीचे। ओ शुक्र अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। ये मैं पीछे ही हकता हुआ। ये एक टाइम पे एक बंदा चढ़ सकता है ना तहरीम?
No, Pa. It's fine. There's.
Okay, then we're waiting with me. Okay. Coming?
You're not scared?
No.
You sure? वो छोटा सा बच्चा कितनी तेज जाएगा? वो देखो कितने आराम से आ रहा है तहरीम।
As you can see, it was very cloudy the day we went, and the clouds would come and go, and so would our pictures. It was a real struggle to take pictures up here. Because it was so high to get to the top of Shilthorn Mountain, we had to go on 3 different gondolas, and there were 3 different stops. Fun fact is that the James Bond Her Majesty's Secret Service movie was filmed at the top of Shilthorn Mountain, and there was actually a James Bond themed amusement park at the top, which we enjoyed a lot. We said that we would watch this movie when we got back home, but we didn't. And as you can see, it was really cold the day that we went, so that would really obstruct the view. But, you know, we made the best of the situation, and there were clouds, and there were like little activities to do on top that made it worthwhile. We also ate at a restaurant, a rotating 360 degrees restaurant at the top of Shilthorn Mountain that was really cool. The food was great, and there was actually halal meat at the top of the mountain.
ठीक है तैमूर आप ये क्या ये सही तो नहीं आई नीचे से गलत आ गया
तरह से करे ना
हाँ ठीक है 1 मिनट सर
और फिर तुम आ गए ठीक है
अब बीच में सही फिट आई है तैमूर आप आओ
Now that's it for James Bond. On to the snow.
देखो 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 वो तैमूर इधर देखो तैमूर
Come on, Ma. 7 years in Canada.
क्या कर रही हो
You're good. Don't worry. It's recording.
रिकॉर्डिंग कौन सा सिटी है मोरैन इस वक्त हम मोरैन में पैदल चल रहे हैं और बिल्कुल क्लाउडी है और ट्रेन स्टेशन पे जा रहे हैं
यहाँ से आप केबल कार से आ सकते हैं और ये पूरा शहर है यहाँ पे यहाँ इतना सुकून और पीस है
How did you like the bike?
That's good.
You?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Fixing my eyebrows.
Your eyebrows. Who cares about your eyebrows?
So now we're in Grindelwald. This was actually before the train, but I kind of messed up the order.
आप तो नहीं जा रहा
वो कितने चलना
बड़ा वैसे लोग का
To be honest, like इतनी कम पे और इसके कैमरे में जो पिक्चर है वो ये निकाल ही नहीं रहा आप ही बनाओ इधर दो
So we're about to ride these carts down the mountain. It was pretty fun, and I'm just gonna let the video play on its own. Steady, mom. Steady. Okay, wait.
अच्छा तारीफ ये रोड ठीक है वो बजरी बड़ी बुरी थी
अच्छा आई साइड ब्रेक लगा के चले
Yo, who's... Both hands, ma.
मैंने कल्ला करे आपकी मम्मा वो बजरी वाली ये रोड वाली तो ठीक है कंट्रोल
ये कुछ ज्यादा ये एड्रेनलिन ना आप
Moss up. Just wait for us.
चले ना no you keep your phone inside after you
Yeah.
एक मिनट
Okay, let's move.
लोग आ रहे थे
यहाँ पे इतने ज़्यादा हैं.
हाँ यार कितनी ज्यादा खड़ी है ये क्यों भेज रहे हो
ये मैं क्या करना
Do you want to take the bike?
बाइक
पैदल कितनी देर से
What happened? Why aren't you...
the wind the speed
You don't need speed. Just run.
चले
Comfortable. Why she is like वो फिर स्टॉप कर दिया Good?
ये मेरी कसम है I think my bike is wrong
Okay, you can take this one.
Take mine.
look here it's straight but the handle is like crooked
Internet है? What are you doing then? Wow, it's good. Keep going.
So that bike ride wraps up our last day. That's it.